And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Minnesota Twins taking on the Baltimore Orioles. First pitch coming at you right after the break.
And now, please welcome Baltimore Orioles.
All right, just about set to go. Towing the slab in today's game, Dean Kramer.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Here's Byron Buxton. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike one.
One strike.
The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike. When you examine Buxton's career trajectory, the thing that really jumps out, the speed and the defense early on. Just missed. Fouls one off. 2-2. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
On the ground, right side. Dives, and he can't hang on. He makes the throw, but it's not in time. And so they end up with some speed on at first. Here's Trevor Larnach. Swinging a foul straight back. Buxton on at first, nobody out. On the ground, right side, and he can't come up with it. And they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay. Now the lineup for the Twins as constructed by Rocco Baldelli. Singy, this righty-heavy lineup is a bit unusual against a right-handed pitcher.
Yeah, Boog, certainly bucks the old conventional wisdom, and I'm not sure I see the vision from the manager on this one. You're not exactly putting your players in the best situation to succeed when you roll out a lineup like this. Maybe they've seen something on video that tells them there's a weakness to exploit. Perhaps that's it.
Ty France now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there.
That's a ball. 1-1.
One out and a runner at second. And that skips in the dirt.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Move to second. Buxton back in there. Next offering is fouled back. Runner at second here, 1 gone. Swing, and he breaks his back. Mountcastle snags it for the second out.
Batting fourth, second baseman Brooks Lee.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And now for the Twins, Brooks Lee. Now a fly ball to right center. O'Neill getting an angle on it. And that is that. Twins wind up stranding 1. And now the O's will get their first crack at it. No score. Major League Baseball is on the show.
Better off the crowd.
And we're back. Our starter in this one, Danny Coulomb.
Well, they're going with the opener in this one, so this is an interesting look. He's probably only going to pitch an inning, maybe 2 at the most, and it's going to be unconventional. I think he's going to pitch backwards, more off speed, and then fastballs late.
Digging in, Jackson
Leading
Holiday.
off for the Orioles, second baseman, Jackson Holiday.
That's off the inside corner, and that's ball 1. Right through there for a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Fastball for a strike. And the count 1-2. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Good job to fight that one off. Two now. On the ground to the left, Correa. The throw to first. One gone, bottom half of the first. Time now to take a look at the Orioles lineup put together by manager Brandon Hyde.
Ryan Mountcastle.
Here's Ryan Mountcastle. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
To third, Lewis. Throws to first in time. And here this afternoon, 2 quickly away in the bottom of the first.
Gunnar Henderson.
2 down, bases empty. Now here is Gunnar Henderson. Ball 1 there.
Excellent location right there. Flirted with the zone, tried to get in and chase.
Pitches in the dirt, and the count now even up. And down on strikes he goes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Orioles held in check there. Scoreless after 1. Second inning set to go. And here comes Carlos Correa.
Carlos Correa.
Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. Kramer back to work. Just missed.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
1-1.
Kicks and fires. In the air, right side. That one gets down for a hit. And a good start to the inning.
Batting 6th, right fielder, Willie Castro.
This is Willie Castro. 0-1.
No ball. One strike.
In there for a strike at the top of the zone. Clyde Washington doing the umpiring behind the dish in this one. Sometimes considered a bit of a pitcher's umpire, Singy.
He likes the low ball, which traditionally favors pitching. But, you know, hitters today are pretty good at dropping their barrel down. So we'll see how it goes in this one.
1 ball. 2 strikes.
In the dirt. The 1-2. Popped up. Holiday sizes this one up. Puts it away for the out.
Batting 7th, third baseman, Royce Lewis.
Here's Royce Lewis. On the ground right side. 4, 6, 3. It's a double play. And that'll do it for the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. No score.
Yeah, you know it's me. You can't stop my shine. I'm just doing me. Yeah, I'ma take a pic for them all to see. Catch me on the scene, looking super clean. Tonight we gon' flex.
Back now at Oriole Park. Now it's the DH, Ryan O'Hearn.
Ryan O'Hearn.
And there's a strike. Up the middle, takes it in for the out.
Batting 5th, catcher.
Here's Adley Rutschman.
All right, Boog. So I was scrolling through social media the other day, and a video of Adley popped up. It was a clip of him playing college football for Oregon State. How athletic is this?
Oh, he botches it. Still finds a way to get off a throw, and it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out.
Tyler O'Neill.
Here's Tyler O'Neill. Inside, just
inside.
missed. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Way back there. Gone. Straight into the visitor's bullpen. He made him pay for that one. The Orioles strike first. It's 1-0.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
And now the center fielder, Cedric Mullins. Fought off foul. Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That one's back. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now 1-0. You're dialed into the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. So here's Bader now.
Harrison Bader.
Bader, a former Gold Glove winner, in the 8th spot in today's lineup. He joined the team as a free agent. fouled off down the right side.
Well, these Twins, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These guys are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. One gone here.
That was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Here's Christian Vasquez. There's the strike. And delivers outside. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And there's a ball. 1 out, base is empty. That just misses, and a full count now.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. So up next for Minnesota, Byron Buxton reached on an infield single his first time. And a foul ball. 2 out, space is empty. Swing and a pop-up. Foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. On the ground to third. And foul ball. Outside. Swings and misses. And he strikes out the side in the third. Down go the Twins in order. They still trail 1-0.
Short distance at my spit will probably still be warm when it hits you. All get it tissue. Swear to God, I'm an issue. You don't really want war. He can handle this. You ain't built for that like Jeep Wranglers. If he ain't square, he's rectangular. The second coming of the Lord. He has returned.
Back here in Baltimore, Laureano comes up to hit.
Left fielder, Ramon Laureano.
That one's in there. 0-1. Fouled off left side. Swings through it for the K. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
Batting ninth.
Ramon Urias, the next to hit for the Orioles.
Urias.
And that one wrapped foul. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Good late cut for the strikeout there. That thing really got in on him. And, you know, the cutter isn't really a huge swing and miss pitch most of the time because it's not really meant to move a whole lot. You're just trying to miss the big part of the barrel and maybe get some weak contact. But that one right there did a whole lot more than that. That was a really good pitch.
Hit on the ground to short. Tosses to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Nothing doing this time around for the O's, but they're on top 1-0.
Make a move, make a move. What it do, what it do, what it do. I was starving at the bottom, needed food.
On to the fourth, and now the Minnesota designated hitter, Trevor Larnach. Swinging a foul straight back. And that misses. And it's a ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That's towards center. Mullins under it. He's there. He's got it. And there's one away.
Now batting, the first baseman, Ty France.
So digging in, Ty France. He popped out his first time. There's a strike at the knees.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Swing and a miss. 0-2.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. The Orioles leading by a run. Top half of inning number 4. Got him looking. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
And next for Minnesota, Brooks Lee. Flied to right his first time. Ball 1, no strikes. That one at the knees for a strike.
Not sure if he could be in more of a groove. Looks really relaxed. He's retired 7 straight. This guy's feeling it right now.
Going to count 1 and 2.
1 and 2.
And they'll do it again. Fights that one away. Still 1 and 2. Got him swinging. Twins retired in short order. They trail here 1-0. Bottom of the inning and into the box for Baltimore, Ryan Mountcastle.
Ryan Mountcastle.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Not giving him a pitch to hit there isn't a bad thing. He's dealing with a great first pitch hitter up there. Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
Hit in the air, center field. Buxton moves under it, makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Now batting, shortstop.
Gunnar Henderson, the next to hit for the Orioles. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. Foul ball.
Look, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
That one misses. Now 1-2. That one just misses. Base is empty, one away. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Right through there, got him. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit. He's 0 for 1.
Designated hitter, Ryan O'Hearn.
That's in for a strike. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. This to third. Lewis throws to first. That's the third out. Nothing across here this half. We're headed to the 5th. It's the Orioles 1 and the Twins nothing. Back now at Oriole Park. Here's Carlos Correa.
Carlos Correa.
Kramer back to work. That's in for a strike at 95, and it's 0-1.
Well, these Twins just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Chopper to second. Holiday gets it to first, and the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th.
Now batting, right fielder, Willie Castro.
Willie Castro, the next Twin up to hit. Flied out his first time. On the ground to third. Whips it to Mountcastle, and the first 2 set down in the top of the 5th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Royce Lewis, the next Twin up to hit. He hit into a double play his first time up.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at bat.
Out to center. Mullins sizing this one up, makes the catch, and that is that. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now the Orioles catcher, Adley Rutschman. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
No ball. 1 strike. Nope. Ball 1.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Gets a piece and stays alive. And that one hit to first. He steps on the bag, and the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th.
Now batting, right fielder, Tyler O'Neill.
Now it's the right fielder, Tyler O'Neill. He's already homered in this game. Chris, you played here in 2002. What are the memories that stand out as to being a member of the Baltimore Orioles?
For me, it was just pulling into the parking lot and having those that were there with an encouraging smile or a pat on the back, regardless of how things were going. It made it a lot easier to come to the ballpark, whether you were doing well or you were struggling. And then the way that they treated your family. I mean, this is a great place to play, and I'd say it's got to be one of the top places in all of baseball.
One down, base is empty. That one ripped. Buxton ranges back. Makes the catch up against the wall. And you had a cameo in the movie Moneyball as an Orioles player in a highlight clip. So up next, Cedric Mullins. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Drops one down in front of the plate. Not in time. That's a bunt single.
Up next for the Orioles, left fielder,
Racing down the line and probably didn't assume he was going to be safe until his foot hit the bag and looked up for the umpire. Nice bunt and great hustle to get himself a knock.
Man at first, Ramon Laureano, the next to hit for the Orioles. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Checks over to first. Back safely. Up and in. Ball 1. Two outs.
No, that's a ball.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
And another ball.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
Mullins leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And the 3-0 finds the zone. And a strike.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Cut on and miss, struck him out. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. One left for the Orioles, but they hold a 1-0 lead. And welcome back to the ballpark. Start of the 6th, John Shambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Harrison Bader. There's a strike.
Well, the guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes. As a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
And the count 1-2. On the ground to first. He'll do it himself. And that's one out as they get the leadoff hitter in the sixth. And now it's Christian Vasquez. First pitch misses. Vasquez goes 5 feet 9 inches, 205 pounds, and he was a 9th-round draft pick back in 2008. Now 1-1.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I tell you what, he's got a good one.
Next pitch misses, and that's ball 2. Back to the mound. He's got it. And Vasquez is gone.
Off-speed pitch, and it looked like he just continued his momentum towards home plate after releasing that. Perfect position to make a play and help himself out.
So the lineup flips over, and here's the Twins leadoff guy, Byron Buxton. Swings through that one for strike 1.
0-1.
2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the sixth. And that one hammered. That's down. One hops off the wall. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Now it's the Twins DH, Trevor Larnach. 0 for 2 in this one. This one in the dirt.
1-0.
Tag save. He's into third on the wild pitch.
Even with a good secondary lead, sometimes it's hard to see just how far that ball's gotten away from the catcher, and if you can make it to third base pretty much standing up. Well, that time he seemed to have a pretty good read, gets to third safely, and now he's just 90 feet away from scoring.
Grounds one to short. Henderson sends it to first, and that is the inning. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. It's the Orioles 1 and the Twins nothing. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Pablo Lopez.
Now pitching for
Pretty tight
Minnesota.
game, so they're looking for quality
Number
pitches out of
49.
him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Well, one-run
Leading off
game,
for the
and
Orioles.
into the box for Baltimore, Ramon Urias.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
There's the strike, 95 of that one.
If you're not ready for that pitch, you're just going to swing and miss or pop it up, waste the at-bat. If you're going to let it go, you better be ready to swing it.
And that drops in for a strike.
Quickly in an 0-2 hole, you're going to have to give something up here in terms of power if you want to put the ball in play with any authority.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Gassed it right by him.
Dominating strikeout there on just 3 pitches, and that's what a good power pitcher can do to you. If he's hitting his spots, filling up the strike zone, sometimes he bats over before it really begins.
Everybody favors we can give you up. You only live once, you gotta live it up. Yes, my
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Lee. And a couple of quick outs.
First of all, that's just a nice job to even get to that ball, and then even more impressive was the throw. Off balance, had to try to in the air, get his shoulders turned, and make a strong throw. Does show off the strength of the arm. We're usually used to seeing that kind of arm strength from the shortstop.
Mountcastle in the box again. Takes a strike. Minnesota's bullpen with some action. Jorge Alcala warming up for manager Rocco Baldelli. Tonkin getting loose as well. And Pablo Lopez will deliver. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
2 down, nobody on. Misses inside, and the count is 1-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. That misses, and the count is even 2-2. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into right field.
Now batting, the shortstop.
So next to hit for Baltimore, Gunnar Henderson, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And that is out of play. Two outs. And that one popped in the air left field. Rings it in, and the inning is over. And the Orioles leave one, but they still lead it 1-0.
City to city, trying to reach the people and sell my CDs. This is my grind, it's what I'm committed to. If it don't sound good, maybe it ain't for you. You want the stardom and the fame, but refuse to pay.
Back here in Baltimore, top of inning number 7, and now Ty France. Up the middle, Henderson. In plenty of time to first. That's the first out in the top of the 7th.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Lee in the box now. No balls and a strike. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Andrew Kittredge is up and throwing for Brandon Hyde. Aiken getting cranked up as well. Looking to get the tying run on base. And that one fouled off.
Well, you can't really adjust your game plan for that last pitch. Guy hasn't thrown it very much. You got to focus on the stuff that he's throwing up there most of the time.
And that one just missed off the outside edge.
Too close for me, partner, to take that 0-2 fastball, but for whatever reasons, he let it go by. He's still in the at-bat. I don't think he'll let the next one go.
Out to short. Fires over to first. And a couple of quick outs.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Now Correa up to hit. 1 for 2. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. That's off the mark, and the count even 1-1. And strike 2.
1-2.
That one not close. 2-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. 2 down, nobody on. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Nothing doing here for the Twins. They're down 1-0. Set for the last half of the 7th. Now here's the Orioles DH, Ryan O'Hearn. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
No, that's a ball.
Ground ball right side. On to France. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
Now batting, catcher Adley.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Adley Rutschman. First offering, and it just misses. Just missed. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Now one missed. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the bottom of the 7th. Next offering is in for a strike.
Full count.
Ground ball up the middle. Over to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, right fielder Tyler O'Neill.
And now the right fielder, Tyler O'Neill. He's produced the only run of the game with his solo shot earlier.
Yeah, the pitching's been outstanding in this one, so that home run has really been the only big sign of life from either offense.
And first offering is fouled off. Two outs. And that one is lifted in the air. Castro on his way over and puts the squeeze on that one. And that is that. Nothing doing here this half. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Orioles 1 and the Twins nothing. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Andrew Kittredge.
Well, the best
Now
relievers love the opportunity
Orioles,
to come in and protect a tight lead
number
late in the ball
39.
game. Some of them are just
Andrew
wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
And now for the Twins,
Leading
Willie
off for
Castro.
Minnesota, right fielder Willie Castro.
That's in there. It's 0-1. Activity in the bullpen for Baltimore. Felix Bautista, the closer of the staff, is throwing. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down 1. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
Now the third baseman, Royce Lewis. First pitch just misses. Yeah, that's outside.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
Drilled in the air out towards right center. Mullins sizes this one up. Hauls it in for the out.
Now batting, left fielder, Harrison Bader.
And now Bader up to the plate. Ball one and a pitch inside. And that is downstairs. And now 2-0. Right through there for a strike. Next offering misses down and away. Christian Vasquez in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Holding on to a one-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. And the tying run is on base.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Runner at first with 2 away. Christian Vasquez, the next twin up to hit.
Right now they're looking for something, hit hard into the gaps, give them an opportunity with 2 outs to score that run from first.
Just missed.
Well, in this situation, the hitter knows that he's got to find a pitch that he can drive in order to drive in that tying run all the way from first base. So if he can't do that, keep the line moving through a walk or just a base hit, but you got to stay within yourself.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Bader off of first with 2 away. On the ground, Henderson tosses to first, and Vasquez is gone. That ends the frame. No runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Orioles 1 and the Twins 0. Back now at Oriole Park, bottom of the 8th. Here's the center fielder, Cedric Mullins. Lopez back to work. This one chopped up the middle. On to France, and that's 1 away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th.
Left fielder, Ramon.
Here's Ramon Laureano. And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
No ball, 2 strike.
And 1 and 2.
2 strike.
Lopez gets the swing and the miss. 2 down.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Urias, the next to hit, takes outside. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Outside corner, there's a strike. He swings and fouls one off. swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. Castro brings it in for the third out.
My temper short for the nonsense. I'm a boss, me and you no contest. So go get lost. I've been busy flossing. I got options, he's watching, but I don't want them. Being friends.
Now pitching
Back
for the
now,
Orioles.
and on the mound, the closer, Felix
Number 74.
Bautista. He has a great slider with tons of movement.
Bautista.
Byron Buxton digs in now. Ripped on the ground to second. And the leadoff man retired here in the ninth.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
He's 2 outs away. Next is the designated hitter, Trevor Larnach. 0 for 3 in this one. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1-0.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
And there's a ball.
2-1.
One down, base is empty. That one misses, and the count is 3-1.
I almost feel like he's frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
Fouls one away, and now 3-2.
A healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Now only 1 out remaining.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there. And I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like the fastball middle in kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to where you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it. And not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
France in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the ninth. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
1-1.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
Really great chance. Know what's coming next.
This could end it. One, 2 now. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, this one was all about the pitching and defense. Outstanding job of the pitchers, really attacking hitters, trusting what the catcher was putting down, and trusting the players standing behind them to make the plays defensively. Sometimes you want to see a high-scoring game, but sometimes you can appreciate the artistic beauty of what these pitchers did on the mound today.
1-0 the final as the Orioles win this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
I gave you hard work and labor. I gave you your flavor. You bohemian haters. Just fakers. You gave me crumbs. Now give me cakers. The movers and fakers get around and catch the papers. While my shots is jumping like the Lakers. I want land with niggas. Them potential papers. I'm from back in the day where the was wearing papers. And the call you a moody, treat you like a racist. Militant, yeah, I'm back in the booth. Pop, I hit you from the roof, yeah. It's the truth, but press you on you on your stoop. With body shots till your body drop. I ain't got no hammer cock to probably think it. We talk about we should've called a truce. Shout to all my that be waiting to make the